Whiskas, feed their curiosity.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on SABC3, where the stage is yours. It's that time of the year when celebrations that traditionally include firework displays are about to happen. While most firework displays are restricted to designated areas, they can still affect your fur babies. Now, Allan and Mark from the Animal Welfare Society South Africa are in studio to give us some tips about how to comfort your pets during these celebrations. A very critical time today being Guy Fawkes, of course. So welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming through to the loft.
Thank you.
And basically, we want to touch base on what a night like tonight entails. We know that loud bangs often give our pets frights, but what else is it about fireworks that truly do trigger stress in our pets?
I think it's a combination of things. It's definitely the noise and random flashes associated with fireworks. Animals are quite traumatized and terrified of, the flashes associated with a number of the fireworks. So it's a combination of things. And I think that leads to a lot of trauma in respect of a lot of pets who have not been sensitized to that sort of phenomena.
That kind of fright, yes. And I'm sure the lights falling out of the sky is a bit overwhelming for some pets.
Yeah, absolutely. And it causes them to engage their flight mode, which is what makes it so dangerous. So very often animals will try and escape the perceived danger, and in doing so, put themselves in harm's way.
Yeah. And Mark, as the senior inspector, having a night like tonight, which is Guy Fawkes, everyone is in high spirits and celebrating. What does a night like tonight look like for you?
Wow. Again, firstly, thanks for the opportunity to be here. Already we have a team in place. So ideally it is to be available this evening. Availability is very crucial for us. So in the event of an emergency, we would have relevant contact numbers available, landline, as well as a cell phone number.
Yes.
But it's essentially just to be available and to respond to those calls. Ideally, we would want to be available in terms of having those animals that have injuries to bring them to our facility. As I said, we're on standby, we're on alert, and we're running through the night, so whatever calls come in, we would either respond to or ask the owners, bring your animals to our facility. We have a team on hand to assess and to treat those necessary injuries.
And Mark, another very important point is that you did say that you guys are available 24/7, 24 hours in today for people to phone and call. So if you guys want to get a hold of Mark and the Animal Welfare Society, all their details will be up on afternoonexpress.co.za and they'll be able to contact you if they find their pets in any kind of distress. But Allan, now these things are happening. People aren't really going to stick to some designated areas, unfortunately, to enjoy their fireworks. If you find your pet is in a bit of a heightened fright stage, what are some of the tips and skills that we can apply to calm your pet down? I don't know if I've heard some people speaking about tranquilizers. Is that not harmful to the pet?
There are sedatives that one can give your pet. Some of them are homeopathic. And it would always be a good idea to consult with a vet before giving any form of sedation. I think practical tips, if you can, stay at home. If you suspect that fireworks are going to be being let off in close proximity to where you live, stay at home, close the windows, close the doors, draw the curtains, put some calming music on. And this morning on the way to work, I actually heard a radio interview where somebody said reggae music works well.
Really? Some Bob Marley?
Some Bob Marley.
Okay.
So put some music on, give them some comforting toys and other objects that make them feel at home. If you have to go out, then, definitely make sure that their welfare and well-being is being taken care of.
Back at home,
make sure that they are given things that they're familiar with. I've seen, in actual fact, just before coming onto the show this afternoon, a dog had been injured, almost impaled in a fence. The kids next door were letting off fireworks, and the dog was absolutely terrified, traumatized, and tried to escape the danger, jumped over the fence, didn't quite make it. and injured itself quite severely. So the dangers are very real.
And that's such a traumatizing story. I can only imagine. So these are the kinds of stories we want to stay away from.
Absolutely.
We want to keep it very safe for our fur babies because we know that we wouldn't want to be placed in danger. So we shouldn't do it to our pets.
Yeah.
Very important. Thank you so much for coming through to Afternoon Express, and enjoy the evening. All the best to you and the communities that you're going to be
Thank you.
inspecting. Perfect. Now I know that Baxter and Donuts will be safely tucked away at home, but please remember, as a pet owner, it is your responsibility to keep your pets comfortable and safe during these celebrations.